Welcome to it. This is Studio Media 3. I'm JT, and for Focus Media SA on Easing Into Purpose today, I'm so excited. I'm with a young man right here. He's a young man because he's young, but he's got stuff that make him get out of that bracket, and I'm talking about none other than Mr. L-VEE. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm good, and you?
I couldn't do better, man. For those that would love to know, who is L-VEE?
I can say it's an abbreviation from the word, from the name
L-VEE. Today we're talking about your first album?
Yes, this is the first single.
All right.
Yes. I've recorded some songs, but this is the first single that I'm going to put on digital platforms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're not just doing any type of song, you're doing hip-hop.
Yes.
Hip-hop is very lyric rich. I mean, it's not one long sentence. That sentence has a lot of words in it, and you must be, the kind of person who has an appetite for putting down words. Where does that come from?
From where I come from, I'm coming from Tanzania.
Yes,
that's where Yes,
yeah. Yes, sir.
That's where I was born. So, growing up there during the late 90s, there was a lot of hip-hop activity going on there. So, there were gigs, street gigs that were done there.
Yeah.
So we used to go there and wash to those
gigs.
Yes.
Was it like local stuff and stuff like that? So that's where you got your influence from.
Yes,
and
that's where I got the influence.
You talk about the 90s, right?
Yes.
I can relate to the 90s. Right, you look younger than a person that can say I used to go to the gigs in the 90s. Well, it's all well and good. You're looking good for just that. It would throw me off in terms of your age, but you're looking good as it is.
Thank you.
And who was, would you say, your greatest inspiration actually to, sort of give you a push in the direction of hip-hop music?
There are a lot of people. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My music is inspired by the old school hip hop,
Oh yes.
That is called boom bap.
Boom what?
Boom bap, yes.
Okay, boom bap. Okay.
Yeah. I used to listen to a lot of rappers, like Eminem. We used to memorize his lyrics. Nas. Yeah, the guys from overseas.
All right.
So that's where I got the inspiration.
Is hip-hop still big?
Yeah, it's still continuing. I don't think there will be a time when it will end.
All right.
Yeah, so it depends on people who are doing it. Yeah.
Is there still people who are crazy about hip-hop in 2022?
There are a lot of people who are still continuing with that old school stuff.
Yeah. Well, I know I'm a sucker for old school stuff. I mean, a lot of the music, the old school type of music doesn't really die. In fact, that's the nature of music. Music doesn't really just, die in the dustbins of history somewhere. It actually has some kind of a culture that is to it. And speaking about culture, obviously, hip-hop has been associated more than half the times with violence, drugs, and just the wayward type of living. How would you say your type of hip-hop is contributing in that space? Are you continuing with that culture? Are you changing that culture? Are you bringing some different touch into that culture? Or is it still good old, hip-hop with these cussing words and stuff like that?
Yeah, okay. Let me start when it started.
Yeah.
Before I was a Christian rapper, I was a secular rapper.
Oh, so you are currently now a Christian rapper?
Yes.
Okay. Rapper Mazulu, Ndana.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Rapping for Jesus. I love the way you coin it. That's rapping for Jesus. Now, talk to us about then the kind of message in general that you are trying to spread in your kind of music, number one, but number two, who are you trying to speak to with that kind of message?
Okay, the message that I'm preaching most is about the love of God and the grace of God that has saved us. I'm not limited to into evangelizing. I'm also teaching, because I'm also the teacher of the word.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah, so I take those things and put them in a song, to reach many people. Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
As a parting shot,
Yes.
you are releasing something new. I'm not going to say what it is, and you're going to tell us what's the album, what is this single, and what it is about, what is it saying, and what are the viewers, the listeners expecting out of this album, out of this single.
Okay, the single is called What You Confess,
Yep.
You Will Possess. It's taken from the book of Mark, yeah, where Jesus said, verily, verily, I say unto you, whoever shall say unto this mountain, be cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but believe what he says. Believe that what he says will come to pass. He shall have whatsoever he says.
The power of the word.
Yes, the
The
power.
power of the spoken word.
Yes, the
Yes,
power
sir.
of the spoken word. And also there's a script in Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21, where it says, death and life are in the power of the tongue.
Awesome
So this song is about the power of the tongue. It's teaching people how to use their tongue to their advantage, you know, because most of the time we say things that contradicts the word of God. You know, we say negative things about our lives, you know, and whatever you say with your mouth is what will come to pass.
In fact, we say things with our tongues, with our mouths, that contradict our dreams.
Yes.
And our aspirations, and we wonder why those aspirations do not come through.
That's true.
Right. Is there any other person that you're working on the single? Are you doing it strictly solo?
I worked with my old friend Undombi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's featured in the.
Yes.
Awesome stuff.
Yes.
She does the vocals there. Or
Yes, she does the vocal part.
All right. How do people then get the hold of you? Do you have social media platforms? I mean, I know that you have a Facebook page.
Yes.
Are you in other social media platforms as well?
Yes, I do have Instagram and TikTok.
And TikTok as well.
Yes.
So what are your handles there? What are your names on those particular platforms?
On TikTok, it's Luvuyo Nciphe.
All right.
Yes, Instagram, Luvuyo Nciphe.
Okay, same thing.
Facebook, it's Luvuyo Nciphe personal.
All right.
And then ibekho page L-VEE Nciphe.
Mr. L-VEE, what you confess. God bless you.